Oh, it's a... Oh, that's... You're that... There's...
ship coming your way, Peppy.
Hunky dory.
So,
Oh, right. I met her
what did you campaign for?
for the dandelion to be shut down. The workers told some worrying stories about how they were treated, about the side effects of the spark but people didn't listen.
Did it work?
What do you think? Better get back to this. That's right. I wrote her off. Your grandmother was a higher up at the... But with time, I had to admit to myself it's a hard thing to do to change your mind about someone. I'm glad I was brave enough to do it. She became one of my closest friends.
I'm glad to hear she had that. Another one incoming.
I'm ready. Come join us as soon as you have enough spark. Nice work. And Sigrid, I'm sorry about whatever happened to Iris. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Peppy. And thanks for sharing your story.
Happy to, kiddo.
What about now? Does it stutter? Or buffer issues? Or it is just fine, Edward?
Yeah. Yeah. Ah.
Alright, so it seems that Stadia have an issue with its built-in streaming, because I have
Can I try?
a laptop
She's
on the
not so fond
side
of strangers, unfortunately.
when I'm talking to you, just with the YouTube chat window opened, and I'm streaming from my main PC. So every time I do interact with you in the laptop, it causes buffering, which is weird, because
Like us.
it shouldn't have anything to do with that. But okay.
Chasing off that snake. And after the war, people who used to make us work for peanuts at the Dandelion just came pouring in. But this time,
How the hell do I escort ships?
peanuts to offer. So we turned them down. Decided to keep to ourselves. It made them real mad.
Wait, this must have been way before you were born.
Well, unlike all the hill folks who fought in the war, stormies don't die.
Do a sec at this. Oh, thank you, Nico. Just streaming for fun. This is my worst mic. It's the mic it's built in with the headset. It's different than the mic that I usually did use on my YouTube channel. Oh shit, what the hell is that? Thank you a lot, guys, for the feedback.
What's with all the rocks over there?
That, my friend, is the Needle Creek Memorial. A small token of gratitude to those who fought against the dirty paws and didn't make it back.
Oh, who built it?
Don't know. Maybe one person. Maybe 100. One day it was just there. And people kept adding to it. At least until this area got too gloomed up to be safe. It's mostly stones and scrap parts from the area. But they're placed with love.
Grandma?
Thank you, Ed.
Is this where Grandpa died?
Yeah, this man.
Oh, he sleeps here, on a bed of chanterelles.
But yeah, I did use a different mic with an audio interface where I did waste much more money than this. I could have used this anyway, but no, I decided to waste money on it anyway. I'm stupid.
All right. Let's hope this works.
This place gives me the chills.
It does that to you. This is where the
Awesome thing that I'm playing this game and this reminds me GTA, just because of the phrase. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh. This is weird. Ah, shit. That's bad. That's weird. I might try this another day, maybe, to see how this works with a different game. I'm also curious because when I do finish the streams, usually YouTube saves it on just like a separate video, and I'm kind of unsure if those issues are still there when the video is done. So I'm curious about it. What the hell? Where the hell? I think I might need to wait in here for them. That sucks. Let me just check one thing. I will put the game on pause. Let me just check one thing. Cares about this game anyway. This is a Stadia exclusive, nobody plays on Stadia mostly. And I just decided to try this. So, have a good day, Nico, and good work.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, this is tricky now. did I activate? Oh no. Oh no. Whoa. So it's through there. Oh shit. Seems very repetitive type of puzzles. Very similar to each other. Some platforming, I mean. Alright. I'm gonna finish this today, that's for sure. Ooh. Yeah, it is pretty linear. It gives you like a set of 3 or 4 objectives, like go and clear that or go and activate that. It's mostly the same. I think the platforming is very well done, and the movement is pretty cool because it's very nice to do this, and everything is very quick and very responsive. Even it's surprising for a streaming game on Stadia that everything is so responsive. But yeah, it's very repetitive and very linear. Enemies are not challenging at all. Performance is good though. I think the game is always running at 60 frames per second. Oh shit, there is like 3 or 4 types of enemies, but some of them needs to take more hits to die. But it's pretty easy. I think platforming is very cool though, but yeah, it gets repetitive. Oh, thank you, Jan. Yes. No, you are the best, man. I'm not really sure how the hell I'm going there. Oh, Not easy. So for the first time in this game, I'm having trouble to get to some place. The game is free on Stadia Pro. Stadia Pro costs like $10. It's the same price of Game Pass, but Google offers for free the first month. So it's free for Stadia now the first month. I mean, it's free if you subscribe to Stadia Pro. That's it, and the first month is, and probably this is the last objective. Let's try again. Come on. No, it's not like this. How the hell do I get there? Any ideas? I have no idea, honestly. Can I do this if I just... no, it doesn't work like this too. And I can't walk on the cables. Come on. I mean, all the game was in... The entire game was very, very easy. And now that I'm streaming, things are difficult. Really? I'm not really sure what to do. Not sure if that is a trick or something that I can pull it off to reach there. There is no place in here to jump, which I could use. I'm honestly not seeing it. I just need to reach that place. These guys make me think, why? Why they are doing this to me? Doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Come on. Ah, yes! Yes, that's the trick. I perform a dash in midair when she's turning purple. And probably boss fight. Yeah, wasn't that tough. I just forgot I could do that. Oh shit. Green. Is that farts? Huh? I'm not getting it.
What's the matter? You look like you've seen a ghost.
The Striders! I couldn't hold them back. And then the Dirty Paws showed up.
The Whistlers.
Yeah, the Whistlers. Anyway, I was sure they would kill me. But they didn't. Actually, I think they tried to...
Help you?
Yeah.
You know, all those stories you've been fed are not to be trusted.
How do you know?
Because I am one of those dirty paws you're all so afraid of. Although I prefer to be called by our rightful name. Care for a cup? That beloved dandelion of yours spat its poison into the sea. Eventually it reached our lands. Big, nasty blobs that crawled onto our fields and destroyed our crops. We sent message after message to make you understand the damage you were causing.
Money, not
that was meant to drip into the
not
heart
microtransactions though. So I decided to select that suit, but there are many you can select, but the faces are very comic, yes.
That's what I did. I pumped the fluid in, plugged the vent, and I left. I didn't look back at first. The only thing I could think of was getting away. But then, when I turned my head, the entire thing had turned into a monster. Gloom shooting out like fountains of black saliva. I remember thinking of
iGaming Zone. Yeah, unfortunately, I was expecting it to stream at 4K, but for some reason it's 1440p. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well, I guess you know the rest.
The ground cracked, the ocean roared, and Strandville was lost in the deep.
After what I caused, I couldn't bear to face anyone. So I settled here.
How did you survive the explosion?
All I know is that I passed out. When I woke up, the sea was calm. But the city was gone. The people...
Yeah, don't be disappointed.
All we wanted was to
Gaming
put
Zone
an
guys,
end to our misery.
but this
You
is a
understand?
Stadia exclusive.
followed
I
the
was just
instructions,
trying
but
Stadia,
It didn't work out. It didn't...
and they had an option
Sweet
to
mother of
stream
Sparks, I
immediately
should have
because
died with the
Stadia is
others.
from Google, YouTube is from Google, so they have kind of a mixed thing.
You tried to save your people.
And
You
instead
didn't
of
know
using
this would happen.
OBS or Shadowplay to stream, they have their built-in thing
You're
that you just
very
click
kind.
and they immediately
Like your
stream.
mother.
And they say that they can stream at 4K, but apparently
She wasn't easily scared. Like mother, like kid, I guess. She had been breeding flowers, you see. Some kind of modified version of the night weaver. An herb we grow back home. She had learned that its roots could bind the gloom back into the weave rock and stop it from spreading. She wanted me to take
this
her to
stream
the
was
pipe that
mostly
started
just
the
an
rupture.
an experience.
Idea
As you
was to
know,
pour
I
some spark
do
induced
never
night
stream
weaver seeds into the central
on this
vent
channel.
and turn
This
the
is probably the
dandelion
second
into a
time I'm
sort of
streaming, and it's
bending
more of an
machine.
experience.
Don't ask me about the science.
I do
was
like
her
to perform
forte.
benchmarks, but it's
So
it's
you
cool
went
to
back there.
interact with you for kind of mostly
Yes,
the
child.
first time. I mean,
She
it's
even
fun.
made us go inside. She said it was crucial.
Probably
I
I'm
refused
not
at
going
first,
to do
but
these
your mother,
any more
a
times
very convincing
or anymore,
woman.
but
And I know you won't
it's
believe
fun.
me when I tell you
It's
this,
fun to do this.
but it was as though the gloom felt threatened by us. Your mother fought for her life. I lost my
It's
right leg trying to
Ryzen
save her,
5
and I'd gladly give my left too, if that could bring her
3600X. I will write it down just a bit.
Since then, the gloom has kept spreading, like the plague it is.
Is there
But
nothing
this
left to
doesn't
do?
matter because I'm playing on
The
Stadia,
airship
which means
manages to
that
fight it off to
you can
some
be playing
extent,
with an Intel
using spores
GPU
from the
and you will
night
have the same experience as I
We have
have.
nowhere near what would
Because
be
the
needed
PC
to
that
fight
it
it
is
off
rendering the
forever.
game is on the Google servers.
What about
So
this?
your experience would be the same
Why,
as
oh,
mine,
Sparks,
whatever the
where
PC
did
that you
get
have.
that?
You can
We
even
have to
play
get
on your
you to the
smartphone
airship. You
if you
have
want.
to show them.
It's the
The
same.
airship! They're
It's
gonna
streaming.
shoot it
It's
down!
like the
What?
GeForce
Oh.
Now. It's like the
That machine
xCloud.
Cassius was talking about.
You don't need to have a
It's
beefy
spark
PC to
weapon
play
shoot
the
down
same way
bar-
as other
the
people
Whistler's
play.
barge.
It's fun. I don't need to be playing
May the
this game
gloom
on Stadia.
drown
Well,
them.
it's an exclusive. I need to
Curse all
do
of them
so.
and their trigger-happy
But
fingers.
if
They're
this game was
nothing but a
available
bunch
on
of
Steam,
short-sighted idiots.
I would need to be playing through
must
streaming
stop
because
them.
my
You
PC
understand?
obviously can handle
Do
this game.
whatever it takes to keep those morons
But
from firing.
yeah, this is
Then
pretty
you have
cool.
to
I was
find Moira.
expecting to
Just
have
follow
like
the
a
barge.
huge input lag or
Moira.
something, or
The Whistler's leader.
very drop down in
She's the
quality.
only one who
But
can make
it's
use of
cool.
that seed. Now go.
It's very cool, in fact. The input lag is barely noticeable. It's very surprising. I mean, yeah, Stadia doesn't have like a great list of games, but let me just respond. FLCL, it's Wavetale. It's an exclusive for Stadia. It's just kind of an experience that I'm making. And like I was telling you, I'm surprised because Stadia's input lag is really very cool. I was expecting to notice a lot the input lag or the latency or even the quality, the drop in
Grandma,
quality, but
I need to
it's
talk to you.
actually pretty
I'm
good.
busy here. What's the matter?
I think the
Grandma,
issue with
listen to
Stadia is
me.
that
Don't fire.
they are
Where
missing
are you? What's
tons of
taking you
games.
so long?
There are
I
no
got caught
Call
in
of
the fog,
Duty,
and
there
then the
is
whistle
no
got out,
Battlefield,
the ship
there
came
is no
flying,
Counter
and I
Strike in
thought I
there.
was gonna die,
But
Granny,
I mean, I wouldn't
they
be
saved
playing
me. They
multiplayer
sprayed
games
something, and then
in
there
a
were
streaming
flowers
service
everywhere,
anyway,
and
unless
said
my
that
PC
that
wouldn't
mama
handle
knew
it.
it.
I think Stadia and streaming services make a lot of sense for
Promise you
single
won't
player
do
games,
anything
especially
more
now
until
that
I'm there.
You're
every
breaking
single
up.
player
Just
game
grab
kind of
those up
occupies
back
like
now,
100
will ya?
gigabytes
Gran,
and they need SSDs, so playing through streaming is it's so stupid because you simply press one click and you are immediately playing the game. You don't need to install, you don't need to update. Your PC won't overheat because it's the same of being watching a video on YouTube. And you can play anywhere, so I can play this on my phone or on my TV. I can play this on my TV. You just need to install the Stadia app. It's insane. This kind of fiber, it's fine. Probably 5G connections will make it more suitable. But at the moment, 4G or what I was at 2.4 GHz doesn't work very well, honestly. Oh. Come on, come on, come on, I can do this. Oh, no, I'm going to lose. Ah! Yeah, I think I live in Portugal. I think there is a data server near the capital. So I'm like 15 kilometers from the capital. So it's probably the reason why it works so good for me. Probably some other people more far away from the server won't be having the same experience as I have. So yeah, good point. Oh! Oh, come on. Just a bit more, 18 seconds. This reminds me of Mirror's Edge 14. Shit, I might need to die. 12 seconds again. Oh, come on, I need this. 6 seconds. Ah. This is getting tough. Come on. No! 10 seconds. Just a little bit more. Come on. And I've done it. GTA Trilogy. I haven't tried it yet. I'm really want to benchmark it and have access to it. Oh, nice, an achievement. I really want to have access to that game, but honestly, I think the graphics are pretty good in one things and pretty bad in others. So, for example, when it comes to lightning and shadows and draw distance is pretty cool. But, for example, regarding the characters and regarding the draw distance, that it's good to have so big draw distance, but when you fly over the map, you can see the entire map and everything looks wrong. The rain looks wrong. To me, honestly, GTA Trilogy, it looks like Groove Street Games, which are the developers of this version. They kind of picked up the game and put a ton of modes into the game, and they ask money for it. It looks like really that they modded the game, just like the free modes that we have. So yeah, I would like to have that version, but yeah, it's a cash grab. I do agree with you entirely. It really looks like it. Because it's... I mean, if we think about it, $60 or 60 euros, it's not bad for free games that will give you so much hours of entertainment. But I mean, these remasters are not even that great. They have their own issues. They have more issues than the original game. So yeah, it might improve graphics and you might have much better lighting and stuff, but in other hand, there are issues that that weren't there on the originals. So I'm not really enjoying what they are doing. Yeah, it's 60 euros too where I live. It sucks. I want to benchmark it anyway, so probably in a couple of days I might bring a video of running on my systems, on my GTX 1650 Super and on my laptops. I might do one video for each game and see how they perform. Yeah, it is, and the way that they have done the lighting is pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. It looks awesome, but those effects are really demanding. Hey Zelda, it's Wavetale. It's an exclusive for Stadia. I'm sorry. I usually play PC games, but this is Stadia.
Now what's taking that girl so long? She knows I'm not fond of waiting.
Called
Stop!
like this.
Stop!
It's
Oh,
free on
Sigrid.
Stadia Pro. Stadia Pro
Nice
is
to
free
see
for
that
1
you
month
made it
if
back
you want to
safely.
try.
The paws don't control the gloom. They make it flower.
Make it flower? What are you rambling on about?
Grandma, I know what happened to Mom.
Mm,
She died. Trying
I won't
to
expect
save
it to drop that quickly because
course.
it's
No, you don't
Rockstar.
understand. She and
Rockstar,
Rufus wanted
yeah,
to
they
stop
do
the gloom from
sales,
spreading.
but they
They
don't
tried to
do
make it
sales
into the
that quick.
dandelion, but the gloom got her. He tried to save her, but
Yeah, I might need
You
one.
have a kind heart, Siggy. But you must stop believing everything
You might
people
not believe,
tell you.
Gazel,
You are
but
just like your mother
I
in
just
that
joined
respect.
Discord like
And if you think
3
I'll let
days
us
ago.
all meet our maker because of the words
I've
of
never
some
used Discord
driveling
before.
bum, you are gravely mistaken.
but he.
Even if he was telling the truth, your mother wouldn't have been in any danger if she had kept away from him in the first place.
What gives you the right to always judge people like that? They were trying to save us.
Sigrid. We all understand you're upset. All this stress would get the better of anyone. And you're just a kid. No wonder you've lost your head. Now, why don't you go have a lie down and let us take care of things?
Don't touch me.
Manners, young lady. I only want to help.
You
I would
want
love to
destroy.
have the
That's
server,
what you
but
want.
the
That's
issue
what
is
all of you
I'm
want.
not really sure if I will have
You.
time,
Shrimps?
you know.
Shrimpy!
I would
Well,
love to
you
be
know how
there
to
and
decide, Doris.
talk to you guys, but
I wasn't all that easy myself. was
I don't know. I will think about it. I will
Leave
think
her.
about it. I promise I
She
will think
just
about
needs
it.
to walk it off.
You are not the first
And we have
the first person
very
to say that
important
I need
things
a
to
server.
attend to.
Many people already say that I need a Discord server. Hey, but I will let you know. If I create one or if I need one, I will let you know, Gazel. Seriously. Uh-oh. What the hell is the objective? I'm so confused with this story.
Where are you at?
Sigrid, it's Cassius. Answer us. We're getting ready to fire.
Fire at the barge and you fire at me.
Tell me you're joking. Have you lost your wits? You crazy, stubborn, disobedient... Nobody does anything until I give the order. Is that clear? Stay where you are, Sigrid. I'm coming to get you.
I must be really at the end of this. So this will be a very big spoiler if you want to complete this game. This is going to be a very big spoiler for you. Anyway, since this is going to be released on the PC and consoles in 2022, probably you won't even remember the story.
I'm on my
Anyway.
way. Where are you?
Sigrid, my dear, you are brave. I give you that. But we simply cannot conform our actions to a child's foolish whims. I am in your debt for helping us come such a
Your CPU is still fine for nowadays standards. It's a quad-core 8-core, right?
Sorry, child.
No, don't shoot.
I have to, Sigrid. It is my duty to do so. Our
As
people
for the
want this,
GPU,
and I will not.
I mean, I wouldn't fit any at the moment. It's so damn expensive, all of them. I'm so disappointed with PC gaming at the moment because of the GPU prices. I mean, I'm satisfied with my 1650 Super. It's a great GPU. I would recommend, honestly. Not entirely because of the VRAM. 4 gigs of VRAM, it doesn't cut very well nowadays. I would go to probably an AMD RX 580 or 570 with 8 gigs.
Please look at me.
I have a feeling that my character is going to die at the end of this. And it's going to be killed by Earth familiars. Earth family. No, you can fit a GTX 1650. Oh shit. They took them down. You can buy a GTX 1650, a regular one. It's 75 watts. It doesn't require a PSU connector. It's the best one you can buy inside those power wattages. It's the... I think this is the best you can buy for 75 watts. That doesn't require an external power connector. It will surely be much better than the Intel, but if you don't have the money or you not feel well in giving so much money nowadays because of this moment that we are getting through, I would recommend to play games through GeForce Now or any streaming services. Your Intel will handle all the games like that. It's not the same thing as native, but I mean, this works pretty well.
I didn't want this.
I'm very surprised.
This wasn't the plan. I tried to stop them.
Oh, so this is how it ends. Strandville, destroying everything for good.
Are you Moira? I was told to come see you. I want to put things right.
There's nothing you can do, girl. Take my
Exactly,
advice and go
exactly.
home while it's
I'm suffering from the same issues with my 1650 Super. 4 gigs of VRAM is really getting very limited, and I did try Battlefield 2042, and I have so much stuttering because of the 4 gigabytes of VRAM.
It's been modified. My mother invented the technique.
It's really
I was
getting
told you
complicated.
may know how
And
to
for example,
use
Call of Duty Warzone, I need to play with textures on low so that the VRAM bar doesn't get overflow. I could play with textures on medium without an issue, but the game does not even recommend to play with textures on medium.
Take your dirty paws off my girl.
So yeah, I do agree entirely with you. And of course, in the future, games will need more VRAM than 4 gigs. I was expecting that by this time I would be buying a new GPU, but with this market at the moment, there is no new GPUs. GPUs are super expensive, so I'm disappointed. Oh, that sucks, Keizo.
Moira?
The very same. And on that ship was our last chance to keep the gloom away until your granddaughter came along.
Sigrid? How is she involved in all this? She shouldn't...
We're using a plant called Nightweaver. Its roots have the
Where do you
ability
live,
to
Geisel?
tie down gloom. We've been shooting out spores from our airship day and night since that great wave came, but it barely kept the gloom from taking over. And now some geniuses decided to shoot that very ship down.
You're blaming us for trying to defend ourselves? Your people attacked us! You declared war on us!
You think we wanted war? You gave us no choice.
Well, why didn't you just talk to us about...
There's no point
Olá,
in
Quinzinho.
talking if no one
É
will
pá,
listen.
sim.
We tried talking to you both
Ou
before
portátil.
and after the war.
Computador
We
portátil
tried
neste momento.
sending messages. We
Acho que é o
tried
único que dá para
sending
comprar sem ter
messengers,
preços
and you
estúpidos.
repeatedly chose
Southern
not to
India.
listen.
Ah,
Too
great.
high up on your pedestals with your riches
Yeah, you are too far
to
away.
care about anyone below you. You ripped up the ground we walk
Does the
on
VPN
with your
increase that much,
cursed
the ping?
drills and sent your own city into the deep.
Well, it takes two
Edward,
to
I
tango.
do agree. I
My
mean,
late husband
with
always
what I
said.
have been experienced
You
through
blew up
Stadia,
the
at least
dandelion.
through
Before
Stadia,
the
that
city
I've
was
tried,
sure
and
there
I
was a
also
time for
tried
talking,
GeForce
but
Now.
that time is not now.
I mean, this
You're
works
not gonna
very,
fight the
very,
gloom
very
by
well.
quarreling.
And for single-player
Mom used to
games
have
or
this. Did you
campaign
know that?
games, I think
It's a
it's
seed
it's
from the
fine.
Nightweaver.
I tried
Moira says we
Xqual,
might
but
be able to
Xqual had
use it.
a lot of
Iris?
input lag. I could really
Why did
notice
she
the lag.
have
There's no time to explain.
So
Right now, you just have
Microsoft
to
might need
trust
to improve
us.
that.
You have to trust me.
But for multiplayer games, if you want to
So
play
you're saying that this
competitively,
seed could eliminate
I
the gloom?
think streaming
Has the right properties.
it is still
But
not perfect,
one
and
is
it will be
not
very
enough,
hard to be
I'm
perfect,
afraid.
especially if the
How does
multiplayer
it
game
work?
is a quick
It's
one, a
no
shooter or
ordinary
something.
seed. It's infused with sparks. That's
One
what
day,
the
just for
seed-
fun, I tried to play CS:GO through
Mom
GeForce
invented the
Now,
technique.
and it was really, really
Well,
bad,
how
especially
about
with
we
mouse and
boost it some
keyboard.
more?
If you play games with mouse and
After
keyboard
all,
for
we do
streaming,
have a
you can notice the input
spark
lag. On
Rufus and
gamepads,
Mom tried
not
to
really
turn
that
seeds
much.
into the dandelion. They wanted to spread them through the gloom pipes, tried to make it inside through one of them.
But yeah, this is super
I'd
fun
rather
playing like
try
this.
something that fails than
And I
nothing
could
at
take my
all.
phone to any place
think
where
I
I
know
do
the
have
place you
internet and I
referred
can
to.
play all the
I'll
games in
show
there.
you the way.
Or any laptop.
Recharge the cannon. We have some planting to do.
We have some what to do?
I had that
Just
GPU,
start
Geizo.
recharging and keep
I still
Cloud
have
out
that
of
GPU
action.
somewhere.
My pleasure, Doris. My pleasure.
Probably on my
All
oldest
right.
house
Now, would you
where
help
my
me get to
parents
that
live.
pipe?
I do have that GPU. I did brought that GPU when I was young. Because I had a 7600 GT that died on me, and then I replaced it with that specific GPU.
That sight sure brings back memories.
You've done it?
As long as my back would let me. A while longer, to be honest. But they shouldn't be here in our world. When Strandville drilled for Weave Rock year after year, the Earth's mantle cracked, and the rifts
This
went
is too
all
much
the way
cutscenes
down
at the
to
end.
So, a shadow
I was
came
expecting
to
a
you
boss
too?
fight or something.
Yes, my oldest daughter. We lost her during the war. When the shadow came around, I just knew it was her. You do too, right, Sigurd? You know who has come to you.
Oh shit.
I think
Talking
so.
about
I
boss
just
fights.
couldn't believe it, but it feels like her.
Wait, are you saying that thing is my daughter?
A shadow of your daughter, at least. A body for a soul who needs to make contact.
Here comes the big deal. Hi Edward, again. Italy, you have a nice connection, right? Italy is not really that bad. Ah shit, I love pizzas, and I have a Fiat. In case you are wondering, my car for 10 years is a Fiat
This is
Grande
the
Punto.
vent?
And it has been great, to a point that all my friends say that
This
that
is
car
my
is a
iris.
legend. In my hands, it's a legend. You have no idea how much that car have been through.
Ah. Oh. Oh.
And I also want to visit Italy one day. I think it's very beautiful, Italy and Greece.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I never kind of had big trips outside Portugal yet, but that's something that I want to change. Not that cheap, Kinzinga. Not that cheap. I had my alternator one time died when the car was still very new, and it wasn't really that cheap. But I mean, the car have been really reliable, and in Portugal at least the car have a very, very bad fame. All the people think that it sucks entirely, but I might have been lucky with the car. It works pretty great. Yeah, it's not really a quick car or anything. Every time I need to overtake anyone, I think I might die because the car doesn't have that performance. But it's reliable, and it kind of does what I want, which is get me from point A to point B. It just works, and it doesn't consume that much. So that's a good point now. Hold up a second, I will read what you have to say, Geizo, but I'm in the middle of this complicated moment of the game, and I need to sort it out. Okay, let me read. I mean, the issue is, even if you get like an R 6600 XT or all the stuff, the physics and the environments, so I wouldn't buy really a very expensive GPU at the moment, especially for that CPU. I would get like the 1650. I know it sucks, but if you can get it cheap or used, I would do that. I would buy the 166. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. The dandelion.
Dandelion.
Dandelion, that's how it called. Is it called? I might need to kill this first. Easy. Doesn't look like a boss fight or anything like it. It's super easy, this game. But I might need to shut up, or this game will bring a puzzle. It's always in these kind of boss fights where this decides to stream. I'm so sorry for that. Yeah, Edward. I mean, aside from the games that are locked to 30 frames per second, that, I mean, I'm kind of a guy that loves to play at 60 and 30 frames per second. Is kind of complicated for me, but it depends. Are not very different. How the hell do I get there? Why the hell every time I say that this game is easy, I get stuck in a puzzle? I need to go there, but I'm not really seeing how. It's impossible. I might need to go and jump through. Probably yes. I might need to go through this one. Exactly. It's like this. Now this is getting close to what was that game that was PlayStation exclusive where you climbed like a monster? I don't remember the name, but it's getting close to that. I'm climbing the monster. How the hell? Here we go. What the fuck? Wait. Oh! What? Uh-oh. I think this wasn't supposed to happen. I can... No, it's an old one. It was from the, I believe, PS2 era.
I'm coming after you.
What the fuck? So, the objective is to get inside, as far as I'm understanding this. Oh no. I failed that era. At that time I had like a Game Boy Color and I was playing Pokemon. That's the games that I played at that time. PCs were very expensive at that time. But they were amazing. They had much more quality than what PS2 had offered. I just had like my first own PC at 2003. And I remember that the first game I played in there, it was GTA Vice City. Oh no, he hit me. But that era was very complicated, in my opinion, because I remember that I had an FX 560, which was... I remember that PC cost me like, not to me but to my parents, 1,500 euros. And after 2 years and a half, I barely played a recent game in there. It was a very complicated time to be a PC gamer. Very expensive. Consoles now too hold back the PC, it's true, but I think it's preferable to be like that, since I can stay with the same PC for a ton of years without upgrading. I prefer this way. And graphics just already reached to a point that I'm very satisfied with them.
This is it. The Dandelion Core.
60 scudos. You mean Santa Conch? Ah, I remember Revolt. I completed that game. It was the one with the RC cars. What the fuck? How do I kill this?
Lost your spark, huh?
Uh-oh. The entire game was easy, so please, bye Gazel, thank a lot for your presence.
Lost your spark, huh?
Oh no. Oh no. Seems easy. Shatter the core. Fear not. Ah, okay, I see.
More of these parasites.
So the game is not throwing everything at you.
Lost your spark, huh?
I had Pokemon, I had a driver that was a top-down GTA style game, and it was pretty cool. I think it was simpler times. I didn't have internet, so I didn't knew what I was missing. And I remember when I got the PC, I think it was... I don't know if it was because it was my first true games that I had on the PC, but... Doom, Fear, oh my god, I loved Fear so much. That game was simply great. I'm getting the trick now.
You won't extinguish my spark. This is for you, Mom.
Come on, quick, 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 quick.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm so glad you're not overly
Get ready, you placed the seed, right? They're getting ready
Oh,
to
lol.
fire soon.
Too busy to talk, Grandma.
Just try to hurry.
Revolt just had the issue of being small, in my opinion. But it was tons of... I know. The first time I played Fear, it was with all the settings on the lowest and 16:4 per 580. And I still love the game anyway. Well, I think I finished the game. Plant the seed. So basically everything is going from oil to herbs now. And a new world. And especially now that I'm getting older, it sucks because I have less time to be wandering around the map, just riding a horse or going with a car from point A to point B. It sucks. It really sucks. I really miss the old games. The games where you start, you have a level, you finish the level, you start a new one. That's why I love Mafia. It's an open world, but it doesn't get you to lose time with stuff to do. Of course, I'm excluding Mafia 3 from that.
She's at peace now, don't you think?
By the way, are you hearing any background music or something? I'm so sorry for that. There is a TV in the back of me, and my girlfriend is watching a show.
What's the matter with Anita?
Easy, Doris. Nothing's wrong with her. I just thought it rude to leave an old lady in distress.
I have a feeling that particular lady knows how to take care of herself.
We did it, y'all. We sparkin' did it. Well, look at these weeds.
Solid stuff. I've never walked on ground that wasn't rock or sand.
You did well, all of you. Eventually. And without you, my dear girl, we never would have made it.
I saw right away that she was made of the right stuff.
Bravest little pirate there ever was.
Thank you, Edward.
Isn't she, Doris?
Sigrid, you've done such... Why can't I just do this?
Grandma,
No, I have to do this.
Damn, old lady. Just say
When
that she
Iris
was
a
fine.
kid, John always took care of the mushy stuff. But when he wasn't around anymore and we lost Iris, when it was just you and me, I didn't know how to handle my own feelings, much less yours. I put a roof over your head, fried some herring for dinner, and wiped your nose. But the rest, I just couldn't... I'm so sorry, Shrimpy.
you didn't only feed me. You taught me how to use a wrench, and a hammer, and a blowtorch.
Not sure you can say you've learned to use something when you've almost burned the house down with it a few weeks ago.
You might be right about that.
I guess we'll have to keep practicing. Both that and the mushy stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds nice.
So, what do we do now that we won?
Well,
This isn't a victory. It's a second chance.
The girl is right. This is where the real work begins.
well,
We have
I have to give them.
ground to walk
The cutscenes
upon,
are
but we
fine.
need to learn
I'm not
how
really
to
a fan of
cultivate
this art
it
style though,
without depleting
but the
it.
cutscenes animations for such a small studio
The
is...
rifts are sealed.
It's actually pretty fine.
But we still have to get rid of the rest of that wretched gloom.
How long will it take to fix this? When will everything be back to normal?
There's
Oh, you have no
fix,
idea.
dear.
I have completed
And I don't
Max
think
Payne
any
2
one of us
like
knows what
dozens of
all
times,
is
and it
anymore.
never gets old. I really
It's a
love. I
lifetime
remember that when I was a kid, the
What
point
we
that
end up with, only time can
that
tell.
really fascinated me about Max Payne
As long
2.
as no new
It
fools
was the
come around and
physics.
start
It
ruining
was really
things, I'm
amazing.
sure
There
we
was
can
times
keep
where I
things in
quick
order.
saved before you kill a special enemy and you saw like the enemy dying in slow motion. I performed the quick save every time before killing the guy, and then I quick load just to try different ways of killing the guy, like with a grenade to see what happens. It was really awesome.
Seems the plants are growing there too.
Ah, I'm not getting it
Apparently,
now.
a big stem of some
I'm
kind
definitely
is
not
pierced
getting
right
it,
through the
Gizinga.
canteen.
That's for sure. Not
Get some
today.
rest, folks.
Probably
Then
tomorrow,
we have
but
work to
not
do.
today, definitely. And honestly, I'm tired, so probably I would not be up to task to do a decent job. Tomorrow I will take care of that. But yeah, Edwards, I mean, for me, sometimes I do really get back to those games. It never gets old. And there are games that I actually never finished before, like Tomb Raider 1, Tomb Raider 2, Tomb Raider 3, Tomb Raider 4. And like 3 years ago or 2 years ago, I decided to buy them all on Steam, and I completed each one of them, including Tomb Raider 3, which was a game that I had when I was a kid, but I never was able to finish that game. So yeah, I don't have issues to go back to old games. especially games that I've played before, because I don't know, they still feel right to me. They still look good despite they don't. But since I saw them at the time, I can really play them. It's awesome. When I was a kid, I was like very graphics war. I really enjoyed to put the game on maximum, even if the game was performing really bad, like 10 frames per second or something, just to see the differences. And nowadays, I'm not like that anymore, especially because games nowadays, the difference between settings are very small. So yeah, a little bit of better ambient occlusion there, or a less pixelated shadow in there. That's nothing. Like back then, we had very big differences between each setting, like having shadows or no shadows at all, or having reflections on water or just a texture on the water. There were really big differences, and playing on maximum, it was really a big deal because the game would be very different comparing to the other settings. But nowadays, I think most of the games look good from medium to high or ultra. There are games that have higher differences than the others, but the majority of them at medium high just have like the same art style as ultra. They just have slightly better effects, and that's it. And there are even games that low settings looks pretty good without being broken, and others don't though. But well, there's that. I finished the game, and I'm here talking. So it's midnight and 10 where I live, and tomorrow I need to wake up very soon because I need to go to work. So it was very nice to talk with you, and it's the first time I'm doing this kind of stuff. It was to be an experience, but I end up finishing up the game, and I really love to. I really love doing this, but I'm probably not going to do this anymore. At least not at this channel. Yeah. Not at this channel. I'm probably not going to do this because this channel it is supposed to be benchmarking, and I'm playing a Stadia game which can't be benchmarked. All right, so yeah, it runs at 60 frames per second, but I can't really tell if this is 4K, 1440p, or 1080p, and what settings it is being used. So she sucks at playing. Seriously, I had like one or two videos where I forced her to play Outlast 1 until Outlast 2, and she really sucked at it. I have the video; it's private. She sweared so much during that video. It was fun, honestly, but gaming is not really her thing. She don't like gaming at all. She respects that I game, which is cool. She respects that I play like 4 hours in home. She has no issue with that. The same way that I don't have issues with her watching stupid shows that I don't also like. We joined together when watching series, Netflix series, and stuff like that. That's the moment where that's things that we share. It's the Netflix. But I mean, then we go separate ways. She sees like very weird shows on the TV that I don't enjoy, and I do game. So yeah, it's separate. But yeah, Unravel is it's a very cool game. I completed the first one, never completed the second two, but I would really love that she would play these type of games with me. I would love that to play Unravel with her, or It Takes Two, because It Takes Two it is also a good game according to many people to play with her. But I see a positive thing. Eventually, I will be a dad. No, she's not pregnant yet, I think. But eventually, I will be a dad of one or two girls or two boys, I don't know. And eventually, I can play with my sons, which is great. E, olha, é exatamente isso que ela está a ver. Não é Casa dos Segredos, mas é o Big Brother. Está a ver Big Brother. É tudo coisas que, tipo, não me dizem nada. Estás a ver? Mas é exatamente o que ela está a ver agora. Bem atirado. Aliás, se o microfone estivesse mais perto, ias perceber que era. Alright guys, so I think that's all. I really enjoyed these moments. I would love to get back on stream with you, but I just can't do this to this channel. I might create a secondary channel. I have a secondary channel. I might stream through there, but I don't know. This is fun. I really enjoy to do this. I talked so damn much that I just lost half of the story of the game. I have no idea what the hell did happen with the game, but it was great. So guys, thank you a lot for staying with this streaming. It was to be an experience, but it ends up like this. Thank you a lot, guys. See you soon in the benchmark videos. Thank you a lot. Goodbye.